Hi guys, welcome back. So, a lot of people said NIO is Tesla of China, but in my opinions, NIO will never be the Tesla of China, and I will show you why. So the Chinese culture is very introvert, and they won't share many things that they are in the plan, unless they are achieving it. So I have been observing and gathering thoughts on NIO for months now, and trying to connect the dots to see what the Wall Street sees on NIO and we don't see. And it will explain why all the capital flowing in NIO and why the Chinese government is supporting NIO like this. I am very excited to show you, but it's really a lot of information all at once. So starting from now, I will start posting them by episodes, one by one, under different aspects. And hopefully, I can explain you why the valuation right now doesn't make sense. Today, I will start with why I think NIO will not be the Tesla of China, and it's because of NIO's business model. When I evaluate a company, the first thing I look at is the business model. The business model means basically how a company makes money, and it would decide how far the company can go in 5 to 10 years. For example, travel agency makes money by charging service fees of customers to book air tickets. Yellow Page makes money by selling the book. Telecom company makes money by charging phone call per minute. That's simple. Then there was an evolution of internet that suddenly a lot of industries were revolutionized by the disruptive business models. There is Airbnb that lets users use the app to book for free, charge zero booking fees, but get paid by homeowners. There is social media like WeChat that let people call unlimited for free and get paid by advertiser, and vendors pay commission for WeChat payment. There is Alibaba that lets business connect to business for free and get commissions from vendor. This is what we call the internet mindset to create the disruptive business model. Internet mindset for internet business model can be simply explained as A is using the product for free, while B is paying C for it. Therefore, users are the key of success. Once you have the users, everything would come afterwards. And I think this is what NIO is doing. I think this is Li Bin's strategy since the beginning of NIO back in 2014. He has always wanted to make a disruptive car company to disrupt the traditional car industry. Li Bin has a deep internet industry background. He had founded Yiche, an internet car service platform. It went public and invested in Mobike. Everything he does seems to be around the internet evolution. And also, the first investor of NIO, who is the founder of Xiaomi, Lei Jun, also used the strategy of internet business model to succeed in the first place and still pursuing it. Xiaomi grew very explosive at first because he spent a lot of efforts on users to build the Xiaomi community, to listen and answer to users. He started with a small community. They were the most loyal users of Xiaomi, as we call it the seed users, to grow into bigger and bigger community with strong word of mouth. Once it becomes viral, he then can expand the product line from the best sellers of Xiaomi smartphone into all the rest of the other products. And of course now, the whole ecosystem of smart home products. This is what they would call it, the fans economy. And from what I have seen, Li Bin is heavily inspired from Xiaomi's business model. This would explain why he is highly interactive with NIO's users and focus a lot on users' service and community. And it would also explain why NIO is the brand with the first rating for word of mouth. I think he spent a lot of time reading the NIO app to listen to the users and answer to them with the NIO products and NIO service. So the internet mindset, it's really NIO's brand DNA. So he has finished building the seed users, which are extremely loyal to NIO now. On NIO Day, we saw that last year in 2020, they had more than 2,000 users to volunteer in their showroom to talk to potential car owners. What is it like to own a NIO car or electric car? To solve the concerns of the inconvenience and big changes. They volunteer to be almost a salesperson for free. This is how loyal the NIO users are. And on top of that, NIO users happen to be one of the most influential group of people in China. They're young, they're high-end middle class, young professional, or young business owners. They mostly live in the first and second tier cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, etc. And they are what I call the KOL, the key opinion leaders. This is almost how every trend starts in China, from this group of people. They share important opinions and influence their circles. Often, their friends and family look up to them, and the people who live in the third and fourth tier city would follow the trend started from this group of KOLs. I think this group of users driving around with a NIO car, all of them are physically the walking advertisement for NIO to increase the brand image of NIO in China. So I think they really have won the best group of users as their seed users. And then this group can grow faster and faster. And at the same time of this group of people increasing, their lifetime value to NIO is also increasing. This is about what I have explained before in my previous video, as NIO is building an iOS system, just like Apple's strategy, to increase the lifetime value per customer. Their battery swapping stations and the BaaS model are highly integrated together. They are able to integrate it because they have planned it since the beginning in 2014. So all the cars are designed to be in this way. All the batteries are standardized to fit the swapping. All the strategic planning on designing, engineering, and building the battery swap stations. Not to mention the strategic partnership with government to build many more battery swap stations along the major highways across the country. This is all the moat that NIO has been building for years, and any other car brands want to follow would take at least a few years to start. But this massive infrastructure built is not even the most difficult part. The most difficult part it is to change the consumer habits. People are not used to something new. It's extremely difficult to change someone's behavior, the habit. This is the same for every single business. Every time any habit change requires massive cash burning to begin with. This was one of the biggest reasons why investors were so skeptical on NIO a year ago. Because if this doesn't work, it would be like dumping money into the sea, wasting a lot of capital. What if people cannot get used to the battery swap? What if people don't want to have a battery that others have used? What if people don't want to buy the car without a battery? So it created a lot of doubts on NIO's business model because it was risky. But with all these years, they have slowly built the habit of the battery swap. And it's slowly becoming a big reason to own a NIO car. They have successfully proved this business model works, proved the strong advantages of the business model, and with more and more battery swapping stations built across the country, more and more people would get used to the battery swap and maybe won't even consider changing to a car that cannot do battery swap. This is what I mean by NIO is building an iOS system like Apple. Everything is highly integrated together, and once you enter the ecosystem, it's hard to get out. So NIO is locking in more and more loyal users, and at the same time increasing the lifetime value per customer. They would more than likely buy more than one car from NIO, the battery lease for the whole lifetime of the car, the NIO service subscription fees, the NAD NIO Autonomous Drive subscription fees, and so on. All of these are constant revenue stream for NIO to increase the lifetime revenue per customer. And don't forget the internet business model. Once you have the users, everything would follow. A is using it for free and B is paying for C. Let me give you a few more examples. Remember I explained you about the Blue Point plan? NIO users can get NIO Life product for free and the government is paying NIO for it. With the mileage NIO users drive with the NIO car, they can claim the credit. Now the government lets NIO file the claim for them, and in return, users will get NIO credit, which they can use to purchase NIO Life products. There's more than this. I think in the future, as NIO and the NIO community grow bigger, I think a lot of real estate companies would like to pay for the battery swap stations. And I mean both commercial real estate and residential real estate. Why? Because NIO carries the high-end group of customers with high purchasing power. So in the future, I think shopping malls would all love to have a NIO battery swap station there to drive more high-end traffic on a regular basis. On top of that, I think the high-end residential real estate might also want to build the battery swap station as well, because when the consumers consider where to live, they might take it as a decision factor, whether this location has a battery swap station there. You see, it's another one. Users can swap their batteries for free and the real estate will be paying NIO for it. Also, there is the NIO House as well. While the community grows, in the future, I think more and more brands would sponsor NIO House for events and service inside, like luxury brands, high-end alcohol brands, for example, to promote their brands inside the NIO House. There you have another one. Users can enjoy NIO House for free and brands are paying NIO for it. Oh, there is one more thing. In the future, 5 years later, all EV can be autonomous and cars would be completely different. There will be another direction for the EV, which is the in-car entertainment. And guess who would benefit the most from this trend? I'll give you a hint. Who is the leader of entertainment in China or even the world? That's right, it's Tencent. They are the leader of gaming and social media and also happens to be NIO's biggest investors behind. So I think NIO can most likely take the advantage from this trend. This is another business for the entertainment, taking people from point A to point B. The examples can go on and on as time goes on. As NIO users become bigger community and more influential, this is the power of the internet mindset, the power of the internet business model. This is why Li Bin always says NIO users are the most important, because users will become the most valuable brand asset for NIO in the future. And once you have won the users, everything will follow. This is why you cannot use a traditional valuation of a car company to evaluate NIO, to use how many cars they sell and calculate the forward PE. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. You can't even use Tesla's way of evaluation on NIO. It's different. That's why I don't care about the coming January delivery numbers. I don't care about the Q4 earning. I don't care when they build their factory. When I see so many things are happening to NIO in the future, the NIO revenue is the number of users times the lifetime value per user. They are both growing fast, and this is what I look at the most. The business model is entirely different than Tesla's strategy, and it's also quite a disruptive business model. It will disrupt the whole car industry in the future. That's why I said NIO will never be the Tesla of China, because NIO will be the NIO of China. So this is the first episode of my series of what Wall Street sees in NIO and we don't. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to give me a big like and leave me a big comment, and I will see you tonight to answer your questions on the Discord. That's it, guys. Hope you can find my video helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a big like. Thank you.